Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to today's video, shave of the day for Saturday, March 9th, 2015. My name is Matt Weaver, aka Captain Marvel, your friendly neighborhood appliance repairman, coming to you live and in Technicolor from my shave den. What are the implements of destruction going to be today? What's the razor? What's the brush? What's the soap? What's the aftershave? Most importantly, what's the shaver going to be? Stick around to find out. Shazam! Welcome back, folks. Today's shave is in honor of my good buddy, Pete Scavone. Pete was kind enough to send me a couple of things. Some I bought, some he just picked me, and today's shave is going to reflect that. So let's get right into the implements of destruction. Razor today is right here. It is a Simmons hardware barber's pet. And, well, let's see, you can't see the maker's mark on it, but there it is, barber's pet. That I honed myself using some natural stones that I picked up at an antique store. So, wish me luck. Let's see how good I did today. If for some reason I did a horrible job and fucked this thing all up, I do have a backup plan. And this is a Magnetic Razor Company 5/8 square point that I will only be using as a backup. The soap today is actually a cream, and it's right here. TOBS sandalwood shaving cream that was generously sent to me by Pete. And it's been a while since I used the TOBS, but I remember this being much softer. But it kind of has that crope consistency that I actually enjoy. So I'm actually going to load this. A lot of people take a snurtle out and load it up in a bowl, but I'm just going to load it up right from the bowl, right off the top of the soap. The brush today, I'm really excited for this one. And it's right here. It is an Eveready C40. This is new old stock. I don't know exactly what the knot is. It's either boar or it's pure badger, because it's definitely scritchy. But it's new old stock. Very excited about that. The aftershave, I'm going to use a balm today, and it's the Art of Shaving Sandalwood Balm, which I really enjoy. Very nice sandalwood scent. And as a splash, I don't have a sandalwood splash, so I'm going to use something that's got some spice to it. Some Old Spice. And last but not least, the shavers. And today it is an American classic. It is right here in my Glencairn whiskey glass, and it is Jim Beam with just a little bit of distilled water. So here's to you, folks. Let's see. Oh, I'm gonna make sure I get my alum block. Excuse me for 1 second. There it is. There's not much left in here, so I don't really rub it on my face. I just use it for grip. Alright, so let's squeeze most of the water out of this. And a little water in the puck here, or the cream. Smear that on my face. Soap reminds me of something I've smelled before. You're probably saying to yourself, well, no shit, Weaver, it's sandalwood. But this is something specific. I don't know, it's a soap or what that I smell. A soap I've smelled before, like a bath soap or something like that. This knot is really tiny. So I'm going to load this thing like I hate it. Look at that. Pete sent this to me because he doesn't really care for the scent. And he says, Matt, you gotta try it. It's their #1 seller. So here we go, Pete. This one's for you. Definitely some scritchiness to this brush. So it's definitely a boar or a pure badger. And we're definitely dry, so a little bit of water. A little more. And maybe a little bit more. So far, I like this little brush. All right, nip off the shavers, and we'll get to scraping this mug. Ah, very nice. All right, my first hone job. So if it sucks, it's my fault, and I'll switch to the one that Caleb McCullough honed. So far, so good. I'm getting a little bit of tugging. So I might have to work on it a little bit here. Maybe hit up the finishing stone a little bit more. But it shaves. All right, let's rinse off, and we'll see how we did on that first pass. All right, let's see how we did here. Not too shabby. If I don't pat myself on the back there. Not as good as I was hoping for. Still not bad. So, a cheers to me. And Billy T, Bill Tugranus, or Tugranus. Thank you for the tips that you gave me last night. I had a nice conversation with Billy T last night over the phone. So thanks, brother. Appreciate it. Here's to you. Here's to Pete. And here's to me. All right. Second pass. Look at that lather. Top-notch performance from Taylor of Old Bond Street. All right, so how did Captain Marvel do? Still a little stubble around the jawline. And on the neck, but all in all, a damn fine shave. With this razor that I honed myself with a $35 set of hones that I got at an antique store. Specifically a Smith's Smith's Tri-Hone. Probably not even meant for straight razors, but I used it. Along with some 600 grit wet dry sandpaper on a flat block. Right now I'm just going to run it across my cotton strop here, dry the blade. This one was made by Caleb McCullough. I won this and a razor and a book and a chamois cloth in a giveaway of his. Well, thank you, Caleb, again. There we go. Now off camera here, once I close it out, I'm going to take my chamois cloth, run it right through the scales and along the blade real good, just to make sure that we're nice and dry before I put it up. I dump out my basin here. That's what's left of the shaving cream in my little brush. And look at that. Make myself some shaving cream mittens here. Alright, pat my skin with a little water. TOBS. Sandalwood. While that dries out, have a little nip off the shaverage. And we'll go over the implements of destruction once more. Number 421, Simmons Hardware Barber Pet. Same company that makes the Keen Cutter. And it is a 5/8 square point. Got some nice little patina on it. It's certainly not the prettiest blade you ever saw, but I honed it myself. It was actually piffed to me about a year ago by a gentleman by the name of Andy Levine, who hasn't really been participating in the groups much lately, but Andy sent me that, told me it was shave ready. It was not. So I honed it up. I figure if I ruin a freebie, I'm not out much. And as it were, didn't ruin it. So, soap today, actually cream, a classic, Taylor of Old Bond Street Sandalwood, brush, thank you Pete, is this new old stock C40 ever ready brush, and I just applied some Art of Shaving Sandalwood Balm. Now I'm going to put on a little splash of Old Spice. This is the Procter & Gamble version. All right, very, very nice. And last but not least, once again, the shaverage. Jim Beam. A little distilled water, Glencairn glass. So, until next time, America, it's Matt Weaver, Captain Marvel, a.k.a. your friendly neighborhood appliance repairman, saying, happy shaving.